All right, it is Thursday, the 25th. And we're going to have to put the motor in tonight. Maybe. But first things first, before we put the motor in, I want to set up my my timing tab. I'm going to go over that with you right now. I got this open right now. Let me spin you around. Okay. So this engine, as you all know, is not a small block Chevrolet. So there is no distributor to turn to set timing. It's all via computer. We all know that. That's the modern age. That's the way it is. But we have to be able to verify timing. We have to be able to verify engine timing. Okay? Now, in the prior videos, we watched that I put the camshaft in. And I set that up on 0. So, cylinder 1, which is right here, there's a spark plug socket in there. Cylinder 1 right here should be at top dead center. But it's not at exact top dead center. You got a few degrees. You got 10, 15 degrees, 10, 15 degrees either way. What we are going to do is pull the spark plug out. We are going to put this gauge in. This gauge is basically a spring gauge. It tells you when your piston is all the way up to the top. Okay? For us to confirm that it is exactly up on top, we are going to use a dial indicator, which is this tool. Okay? Now, in order for us to mount that dial indicator, I had to make this tool. This. It's just a piece of pipe with a bolt welded to it. But this piece of pipe with a bolt welded to it threads in right here. See that? We thread that in and we jam nut that, and then that don't move. And then we can take our dial indicator and stick it to it. You see? This isn't fully magnetized yet, but anyway. And then we're going to turn that crankshaft until that is at 100% top 0. And then we're going to come over here where I made this tab. See this tab? This is on the other motor. And then we're just going to grind a line right here in a harmonic balancer. We're just going to grind a line and put some white paint or whatever. Then that way, when I tell the computer I want it at 12 degrees, I can grab the timing light, shine it right down there, and that should be lined right up here. Because you're going to use a adjustable degree timing light. So you take your adjustable degree timing light, put it on 12, pull the trigger, shine it down here, and it should flash, and that line should be right here perfect. And that way we can verify our timing is correct. So I'm going to put you guys on a tripod, put you over here in this area. I don't know how good you're going to be able to see what I'm doing, but I think you guys will get the idea. So I'm going to pause you for a second while I get set up. Alright. Let's bang the spark plug out. Alright. And how I can tell that it's up on top dead center as well is that both of these rocker arms are up. So that means it's on its compression run. If the exhaust valve was open and the piston was on, that means that it's exhausting the gases. It's sending it out the exhaust manifold. If the exhaust one was down, this is the exhaust here. So, okay. Anyway, so we're gonna put this here. Let me grab a wrench to tighten that.
Episode 3 of Supercharging the Video. Today we're going to try and do the transmission and the clutch, and that's really it. We might take a gander at the head, otherwise we're going to wait until tomorrow to work on that stuff. But the car is great. So I'm excited to put the new
that ain't going nowhere.
how the shifter was, because before we got the new transmission,
Now we grab our little depth gauge here.
we have to drill and put a dowel in so it's pinning the crank in order to keep the balancer from spinning on it.
Okay. Can you see what I'm seeing down there? Let me see. Okay, you see? This is our depth gauge, our dial indicator, and our needle. I don't think you can see the numbers. Let me move you guys over. Oops. Let me see. There you go.
Guys, check it out. That's beautiful, beautiful. T56 from RPM Transmissions is all up in here. Also, the best news is my birthday's next week, and since I got it for Cooper for his birthday, I'm really looking forward to what he gets me. So, it's in there, guys. It looks beautiful. Can't wait to try.
So now,
that thing should hold up to pretty much anything. The only thing we may be a little concerned about is the drive shaft, but it's good to have a weak point. We'd rather that break than anything else. So right now,
going up, going up, going up. Oh, going down. See the gauge go down a little bit?
We're going to bleed the clutch. He's going to push it in. I'm going to make sure it's actually disengaged.
I'm going to turn this in reverse.
Properly. So guys, we're flushing its clutch fluid right now. I just want to show you.
All right, so 40.
It probably has never been flushed. So it's
one.
Put this paper towel down and squeeze some out onto it so you can just see it's really grabbing. Yeah, look at that. It's so dark. It doesn't even drip into the hole in the middle of the pan there because it's so like solid. It's got some very thick viscosity to it. Good news is we're putting fresh fluid in now.
So right.
Here's essentially what I was wanting to test. So I'm down here right now and the car is in gear. Oh, get out of here, Cooper. And
right at 41.
Now, Cooper pushing the clutch. And now it spins. So
right there is that top dead center. So that piston is all the way up. Now I'm gonna put a mark. I'm gonna back you guys off. Okay, hold on. Stick with me. This is where we're gonna make our mark.
So yeah, just 2 bolts on.
I got a little. So. There we go. So now we have a slot cut in that. Just a little scribe mark. So that, my friends, is top dead center. Is what we're looking for. Now that I have that top dead center, let me back this off here. Alright, I'm going to back you guys over here. Now that I have that at top dead center, and lift you guys up. We are going to take this bolt out of the harmonic balancer bolt, and we are going to pin the crank. So in other words, we're going to use this kit here. It's a kit from Pro Charger, I do believe. And you basically use this bolt, put that fixture in there, use this drill bit, drill that hole into the crank. It goes in between the harmonic balancer and the crank, and then you take one of these pins that I have in here and you put it in there and you put your bolt back in, and you're done. And then that way, because there's no keyway on that harmonic balancer crankshaft, so we're basically gonna pin it so it can't spin. Because who knows? You never know. I might put an LSA supercharger on here, and then I'll have to do this with it in the truck, and that's not going to happen. But that, I'm not putting no supercharger on this thing. I just don't want to I just want to make sure that harmonic balancer is not going to spin, and when I want to verify timing, it's going to be perfect every time. So I'm going to pause you guys and get set up, get the bolt out, and get the drill ready. Hang with me. All right, here we go. Take that out of there.
I don't know. I don't know. It'll slow you down. So we have McFarlane race engines. Yeah. Out here. Just, putting in the arbs. Putting in arbs. Free of charge. I just want to know, guys, I haven't been charged in labor. So, I'm sure you've been calculating it. Yeah.
Okay.
Hard work out here. Holly,
Can you see?
she had her paws in here. One of them was bleeding.
Can you guys see what I'm doing?
She's a lot for labor. She's not cheating. That's why I'm giving you a break, because I know you
Can you guys see what I'm doing?
So we're putting down the head bolts right now. We'll get them as far down as we
Can
can.
we over?
We're going to torque them. I think it's a 2 or 3 stage deal of torquing. Takes a while, but you want them puppies down there good so they can hold
Can you
down
see?
some boost.
Now you guys can see.
Cooper right now is bolting
Alright,
on.
so now we're gonna
Now
take
not sealing it or anything because he does.
this drill and I put some tape on it so it'll stop. I'll be able to stop where it's deep enough, you know. Let's do it.
Finish up the heads.
Something's telling me.
Seal these off because now that the valves are open, we don't want anything falling into the cylinders. That would not be good. So as part of Cooper's project,
Oh, that drill bit's sharp. Give me a second, folks. I'm gonna sharpen this drill bit. All right. I just had to sharpen the drill bit on a bench grinder. Let's see how she drills now.
Oh snap, dude! Look at that.
Like a boss. Huh? Kid knows how to sharpen drill bits, right?
Oh, damn.
All right.
This is a Oh my
All right.
Lanta, dude.
All right, so here's the pins. Let me show you.
That thing is a monster, dude.
There's 2 of them there.
Let's fit under there better.
So.
Holy crap.
All right, so now we're gonna take a pin.
Hold on. Dude, are you kidding me? That looks
We're gonna
so
take the
sick.
pin. Here, let me see. Like that, right?
Look at the hood, dude. There's like freaking 2 or 3 inches sticking out.
And that just goes in there like that. You see?
Yeah, now that it...
You see how I just did?
I really do think the throttle
Here, hold on.
will sit under there. You just have the lid sticking out. We could think, I mean, even when we tighten stuff down, it's going to go down just a hair. Because there's some...
Let me bring it in for a close-up.
Yeah, it's up all the way. There's just a little bit of room still from like the spacers and stuff not being tight, so it'll come down just a hair more.
See?
I think this now it's actually going to go
Let me
under
see
the
if I
lid.
can
We won't have to cut it for
focus,
that.
you
We're just gonna have
fuck.
to cut it for the blower
Right there.
lines.
See?
That ZL1 lid,
So now there's a pin
Cooper.
that's in between a crank and a harmonic. So now this cannot
Yeah,
spin.
dude, that looks
Once I put that bolt in there, there's no way this can move. It can't spin on the crank.
Are you seeing this? Is
So.
that all worth it? It's probably gonna be like right there.
All right, so
I know. I think like just
put it
like
back on the tripod. There we go.
So you're gonna just see bridges and hoses with it. Yeah. Is this making it all worth it?
Here we go, folks. So that is how you
Really a little worried there for
find top dead
time,
center,
but
put your time mark in
so
to verify timing, and pin your crank all in one sitting.
on there for once. Yeah.
All right.
Wow. Well, let's
All right, I'm gonna pause you guys and then
for today.
put that bolt back in, and
Holy crap, man. That is just
I think we're gonna lay this motor in.
so
all right.
sick.
Gotta
I'm
pause
so
you.
excited.